If you lose these games, then you drop down to the lower bracket where there are 12 teams playing for one spot in Dallas. So, you got to win this. You don't win
lose this.
Yeah, you lose this and you're playing probably in Astralis at some point, I'd have thought, to make Dallas.
Yeah, that's distinctly a possibility, although, at this point, maybe Astralis going to be fighting for their own lives from what we've seen. So shout out to that BC game roster, by the way. I mean, newly reconstructed, right? Bringing in Nexa, a player who's been maligned in a lot of situations, got sort of some cast-off pieces from other teams and making it work. So that's pretty cool. It's exciting. It'll be cool to see them on LAN at an event. This one as well, we've got two teams that have had a lot of buzz, right? 3D Max, very exciting run in Katowice, taking some scalps, making some close games, pushing teams like Vitality here, looking like they're gelling nicely. You've got a roster change there. They cut Joko in the wake of Katowice. They bring in Body after he became available post-Fnatic stint. That's an interesting one, Alan. What do you make of it?
I think it's one of those moves where if Body was available and he had the desire to play for 3D Max, he had to get on the team. So it was a question of who was going.
Yeah.
Body is too experienced. When he was calling for this team, he's actually for the Heat squad, he was a really good individual player whilst calling. So you've got a player that understands the macro game, who's, at least at his peak, is very individually skilled. I know he hasn't played his best CS in Fnatic, but I think when you're in 3D Max's position, it's just a player who's on the market, and if you lose him to an international team when you could have got him, I think you would have really regretted it. And Joko, I don't think it's bad, but maybe it was roles. They just decided that it's going to work best.
Yeah, it's pretty reasonable. We got the veto coming through here. Anubis D2 Ancient. But it's interesting as well because based at least on the reports that I've seen, it seems like Maka's going to hold on to the calling role within that team. So this is going to be